Municipal Ethics and Good Conduct. Chapter 1. Purpose. Article 1. The purpose of this Act is to ensure that the members of every council of a municipality explicitly adhere to the main ethical values of the municipality, and to provide for the adoption of rules of conduct and the application and enforcement of those rules. Code of Ethics and Conduct. Municipalities concerned. Every municipality must have the codes of ethics and conduct described in Divisions 2 and 3. Article 3. A code of ethics and conduct adopted under this division applies to every member of any council of the municipality. This is the Municipal Ethics and Good Conduct Act. And it says in Article 1 that every municipality must explicitly adhere to main ethical values. Every municipality. So there is a standard, there is a set limit of standards that the public officers of Quebec are supposed to abide by, and that they are obligated to abide by when they perform their duties. And this act here, Municipal Ethics Good Conduct Act, it shows you what is the ethics standards that these public officers must abide by. The Code of Ethics and Conduct must set out the main ethical values of the municipality, including the following values: the integrity of the members of every council of the municipality, the honor attached to the office of council member, prudence in the pursuit of public interest, the respect to be shown to the other council members, to the employees of the municipality, and to the citizens of the municipality, loyalty to the municipality, and the quest for equity. So, the quest for equity. So Article 4 states that the Code of Ethics, the code itself, is the main ethical value of the municipality. So this is the if you will say, the foundation, or this is the statue, or this is where you hold up to judge the actions of the public officers. This is their accountability. If you see them taking actions that are against this code of ethics, then you have a right of recourse against them. Now it lists the values, the ethical values that the municipality must follow. Now in Article 6 of that list, it states that it's a quest for equity. A quest for equity. That is considered an ethical value of the municipality. Conduct. Article 5. The Code of Ethics and Conduct must also set out the rules that must guide the conduct of individuals as members of council, committee, or commission of the municipality, or as a member of another body in their capacity as council members. The rules must in particular aim to prevent, now Article 3, favoritism, embezzlement, breach of trust, or other misconduct. So Article 5 and 6, it gives you information. It's not a complete list, but it gives you information about situations that breach the Code of Ethics and what would produce a claim for you against the municipal or any public officer. Code of Ethics and Conduct of Municipal Employees. Article 16. Every municipality must have a code of ethics and conduct setting out the main ethical values of the municipality and the rules that must guide the conduct of its employees. Article 17. The Code of Ethics and Conduct must reproduce Section 19 with the necessary modification. Article 19. A violation by an employee of a rule of the Code of Ethics and Conduct referred to in Section 16 may, on a decision of the municipality and subject to any contract of employment, entail any sanction warranted by the nature and seriousness of the violation. So Article 16 of this statutory regulation states that the Code of Ethics adopted by the municipality, it has the obligation, or it is supposed to guide the conduct of the employees of the municipality. And it states, Article 19 says that a violation of the Code of Ethics will produce a claim on your behalf. So if the municipality, a public officer of the municipality, breaches the code of ethics, creates a violation against the code of ethics, then it produces a claim for you. Now remember, in Article 6 it says that they're supposed to be striving for equity. So if you approach the city and claim that you are no longer a legal person, but you are a human being and should be recognized as a man and woman, and they refuse to recognize you as such, well then they're breaching their code of ethics, because they're refusing to honor Article 6 of this code that says that they have to strive for equity. And equity is part of the fact that you and I as men and those who are women have the right to be recognized as that, and not as legal persons who have been stripped of our rights, our intrinsic rights. Preliminary examination. Article 20. Any person who has reasonable grounds for believing that a member of council of a municipality has violated a rule of the applicable code of ethics and conduct may raise the matter with the minister. Now notice that. You may raise the matter with the minister not later than within 3 years after the end of the member's term. The person must do so by means of a request which, to be completed, must be made in writing under oath, contain reasons, and include any supporting documents. The minister has 15 working days to carry out a preliminary... The minister has 15 working days to carry out a preliminary examination of the request, once it is complete. If the preliminary examination is still underway, after the time has expired, the minister so informs the person who made the request. So Article 20 of this code states that any person, notice that again, any person who has reasonable grounds, you just need reasonable grounds, that a violation has taken place against the code of ethics, particularly in your case with the municipality. You may raise the matter with the minister, and I'll show you which minister they're talking about, within 3 years of the event which took place where the code of ethics were breached. So you have a recourse here. So for example, if you own a house and you approach the city and you say, you're taxing my legal person, you're taxing my juridical personality, and you are saying that my juridical personality owes you a bill. Now I'm informing you, I am not a juridical personality, I am a human, I am entitled equity, as such I will not honor this bill. If they pursue the point against you, this is a breach of their code of ethics, because Article 6 states that they must work towards equity. And if you were smart enough and wise enough to understand what is going on, and you claimed your equity, you claimed your way out of that, and they refuse to honor this, they're breaching their code of ethics. So if the city tries to apply a bylaw on you, on your legal person, then this is against your equity also. This is against the code of ethics of the city, because the code of ethics of the city states that it has to work towards equity. And if you have declared to them that you are not a legal person, but you are to be recognized as a human and not a public officer, or as a man and woman and not a public officer, yet they try to apply a bylaw against you, then they've breached Article number 6 of their own ethic code. And as such they are responsible, and you can make a claim against them to the minister. When you send your affidavit form up to the minister has 15 working days to carry out a preliminary investigation or a preliminary examination. If he needs more time, he'll respond to you and tell you that. If he decides to push the case forward, he'll tell you that also. But he has 15 working days from the time that he first receives your information to get back to you and tell you what's going on with this case. This request, that's how they term it in the law, the request. So notice, it's not going to create an obligation, but by doing this you're going to put them aware of the fact that you're very much aware that there's been an ethical breach and that you're on the warpath right now in order to have your human rights respected. And it'd be better off for them that you're going through their ways, through their regulations and through their laws to give you your right to recourse than to become part of the recourse itself. You understand? To become part of the problem, because everyone that acts in dishonor after you start doing this is going to become accountable. So the request must be in writing. It has to be under oath. So you see here, under oath, it has to contain reasons and an explanation. and you have to attach, or you can attach, supporting documentations as to where the code of ethics was breached concerning your rights. Article 22. If the minister does not dismiss the request, the minister refers it to the Commission Municipal de Quebec for an inquiry. The minister so informs the person who made the request and the council member concerned in writing. So if the minister accepts your request, it is then sent to the Commission of Municipal de Quebec for inquiry. An investigation will go on concerning the code of ethics and what has happened. Now, once again, like I said, this is just a request. This is your right to use this operation of law. If for whatever reason this minister refuses to allow you to have justice, then he becomes part of the problem. And he'll become named in the problem when you go to the higher up. But this is a great application to use against the public officers who are breaching their duties and responsibilities against you. When you feel like you have no recourse, here you go. Sanctions. Article 31. A violation by a member of council of a municipality of a rule of a code of ethics and conduct adopted under Section 3 may entitle the imposition of the following sanctions: a reprimand, the delivery to the municipality within 30 days after the decision of the Commission Municipal de Quebec of any of the value of any gift or hospitality or benefit received, or of any profit made in violation of a rule set out in the code. 3. The reimbursements of the remuneration, allowances, or other sums received as a member of a council, committee, or commission of the municipality, or a member of a body while the violation of a rule or code continued. 4. The suspension of the council member for a period of up to 90 days and not exceeding the expiry of his or her term. Article 32. If the Commission's decision imposes the delivery of a thing or the reimbursement of an amount of money, the municipality may have it homologated by the Superior Court of or the Court of Quebec, according to the amount involved or the value of the thing concerned. Once homologated, the decision is enforceable as a judgment of that court in civil proceedings.